Hello and welcome, my name is Robin. Right now I'm resting my tires in this fine diner. I was taking a detour following the signs to supposedly the biggest antique ski lift collection in the world. But when a neon lit arrow pointed at letters reading Quick stop for trucks, motors and UFOs. Best milkshakes this side of the secret army base. I decided I could use some refreshments. I asked for some biscuits with gravy and a milkshake. I'm sure those will give me the strength required to brave the long highways ahead. I've been traveling alone for a long time now, and it has its perks. Watching porn without headphones. Other things, pros and advantages, assets, talking to yourself. That's quite nice. The great thing about talking to yourself, if you ask me, and I did, is that you get some time to reflect. It calms me down, helps me plan ahead. Sure, I like that the secret police are listening in. But I would still do it if they weren't. But don't forget, they are always there. So I say, not just to me, but also to you, talk to yourself. Start with saying what you want to eat or what clothes you're going to wear. And after a few days, you can have multiple characters having a heated debate on how to best ask a girl that went home crying on another date, without ever apologizing. Have I forgotten why I'm on this journey? Or is it to deliver a donor heart? I'm not sure. Have I found out where my ex-wife's boyfriend lives? And am I now on my way to beat up that no good pot smoking youngster? No, I've never been married. I could swear I was taking part in an international race to win a very big cup. But I haven't had a lot of sleep lately. Well, that's not true. I'm getting enough sleep. My sleep rhythm is just sliding in a direction, making me wonder if that guy dressed up as a vampire wasn't just really into character. But this is not going to be another join a weird religion because of a very convincing alien mask incident. I've spilled enough blood for people dressed up as Mario. This time I'm just going to wait, fall asleep at 3:15 and have strange dreams. In which I dream that I'm waking up, which seriously make me feel like I'm losing my grip on reality. It's nice to have a routine that's just for me, and I'm not concerned about if I'm starting to hear and see things in my isolation. That's what they want me to do. Walking past the window, singing in the other room. Sometimes I clean up a bit. I'm not worried if I'm losing my mind. My plan told me not to worry about it. Sure, he isn't always right, but anyone who can come up with such detailed thought-out plans to kill a president deserves some credit. Although, I think he preferred Dynagrow liquid plant food. That sign wasn't lying, although I haven't tried the milkshakes in the secret army base. The things I do with people aren't fun, the people are, and the things I do alone are the things I like doing. You might think, well, if you hate bowling so much, why didn't you just ask if we wanted to watch a movie with you? I don't hate bowling. I don't love it, no one does. The bowling alleys know that. Dumb popular music and disco lights don't scream confidence to me. The best thing about bowling is lying that one of your friends is having their birthday and looking at the profound discomfort as a teenager that doesn't want to be there almost as much as a birthday boy hands them a colorful drink with sparkles. The second best thing is the friends who bring bowling with you. The things I like doing alone. I don't want to watch a good movie with someone sitting next to me. I love drawing, and I don't know if I love writing. It's not to say that I don't like doing it. It's the reason I get out of bed in the morning, open the curtains, make breakfast. It's not the reason I wash my face. I do that for my love of cartography. Writing makes me able to think clearly. But it hurts too much to be love. I'd say it's strictly sexual. For a long time, I thought that having someone lounging on my couch while I was drawing would be amazing. Now that's something that has happened to me, I don't know. I think I have a weird problem with sitting in silence when there's people with me. I think it might be a combination of insecurity and pessimism. And not to forget, impeccable improv skills. I don't need a famous person in a current trend to think of a constant stream of horrible reasons my friend is mad at me. Give me 10 seconds of silence and I'll think of a scenario more horrible than Catholic priests have heard in confession chambers. More horrible than Catholic priests have done in confession chambers. But in this case, the Pope isn't there to make the problem disappear. However, I do have a non-eloquent solution for this. You know how you get mad at your parents if they ask you to come downstairs without immediately adding nothing bad has happened? Because if they don't, you think your grandparents have just been found dead in pro-Nazi bondage outfits? Which would be terrible because I've planned my life around them living at least 50 more years so they can take care of my parents when they move into the same nursing home. Now I'm running on the stairs thinking about how I have to become rich enough to hire a lookalike. Doesn't need to be that good, they're going to be old. Who visits them in a nursing home, listens to their stories, lets them see the board games, choose their food. only to find out nothing bad has happened, just when you were getting excited about holding Robin auditions. You know that. Well, in the same spirit, you tell your friend every time you want to just say nothing for a while, you first have to say, I just want to say nothing for a while. I'm not mad or sad, you're not in a dream, slowly realizing it's a dream, so now you have to come up with what's happening. I just want to lounge on your couch and say nothing. I'm having fun on this lonesome journey. I saw some roadside attractions. I saw a slightly dinosaur-shaped Brontosaurus reminiscent gazebo. I went to 2 drive-in theaters, one extremely meta. It was built on a roundabout. And the other one was a postmodern immersive drive-in, but I think it was just a car wash trying to make some extra cash. The outside was shaped like a whale, so it's still fun. Then I got to look for fake gold in a fake cowboy city where I got robbed by a fake train robber. The train was one of those small ones you find in amusement parks. I did really get robbed, and I didn't mind doing it alone. I'm not lonely as long as my isolation is because I wanted it. In the actual, I want to hang back and watch a movie or work on a video way. Not in the, I want to be alone because trying to be happy while also being with these people who I believe would rather hang out without me is getting too exhausting for me to keep trying. Like they don't hate me, but I'm getting in the way of something. So I'll just leave way. Then I'm lonely. Now I'm standing under a dinosaur. What did you just say? That I got to stand under a dinosaur? Well, we've got a saying around these parts. When the youngins start to mention the old dinosaurs, they've got enough time playing with those micro and telescopes. Well, as someone who has just arrived from these parts, those parts if you will, they've got the same exact saying, so you really can't claim it's from these parts. I don't think I'm an extrovert or an introvert. I don't like personality groupings. I don't want to be one of those guys that has just come from a team building workplace seminar and now he thinks he's a mix between the yellow and green personality type, minus the perfectionism with a droplet of blue because I did see 4 dead pigeons last week. I don't like them. I do like that I have an out there opinion about the infinite complexity of the human psyche, and that I don't believe that a website asking you if you'd rather have sex with a snake or a lion can tell you what kind of wizard you are. Call me a classic Virgo Sun, Leo Moon Rising, but that makes me feel suspicious, and I'm not a brain doctor. And if you are, I have higher priority problems I need your help with before you start proving to me that love language is so real. Sometimes some people make you tired, sometimes they don't. It fluctuates. I worry when I'm sitting bored out of my mind in a group of people talking about something I only know enough about to know that I don't know enough to say anything. Or when I'm enthralling a room with my many a tale. That I just want people to listen to me, to be an unspeaking audience. I can't go through life being disappointed that I'm not getting the most attention. And I can't keep telling the same story. Sooner or later someone is going to watch Immortal at Vietnam 2004 and realize that my weekend wasn't an action-packed story of gods and monsters, just the plot of a movie. And if that happens, I think saying that I just coincidentally also got taken over by an ancient Egyptian god to have sex with an alien with the special power to get pregnant from gods, they're not going to believe me. But then I tell myself that I don't need to worry about if I crave constant undivided attention, or when my friends are going to start wondering why they didn't see the pyramid floating above the city. I just want to believe I have that audience problem, because it's the kind of problem a brilliant troubled artist has, but luckily I don't. I don't need an audience to like being with people. I like being with people. I like a back and forth. I like talking about movies, modern life, their favorite form of self-expression and butt stuff. There are many conversationalisms I love. I love learning how other people see the same world I see. I love hearing from people with a very different world. And I still haven't got the satisfying answer from a girl I asked, when you're peeing, do you pee on the water or on the tile part? Do you have any level of control over that? She told me she'd listen for it next time. I like it when someone tells me a very boring basic story. Because it makes me feel appreciated. I don't care that you saw a camera that was showing a screen, showing what a camera was filming. I just love that you want to talk to me so much that you run out of interesting things to say and that doesn't stop you. Do I only do things so I can feel things and write about those feelings? If I have learned anything from writing about my feelings, it is that I have no idea why I do the things I do. So I'm just going to believe that I think feeling stuff has more value than being able to write about it. So I guess I don't just want to be around people for art and masturbation inspirations. I do it because I simply want to. And I'm sure of that because even if I never spoke to someone again, I could write about writing and think about my middle school teacher, Mrs. Passmore, if you're watching this. And if I know my intended audience of women over 30, I think you are, I know I only need to be patient for a few more months until I can show you how much I've improved my math skills. I'm in no way ashamed of my need for me time every once in a while, and I think I've come somewhat at peace with my need for people. So, sir, tell me about ye old dinosaurs. Have you ever seen a UFO? What do you think they're doing in a secret army base?